All right, now we should be up and streaming. Sorry for the delay. We've got Creme Brulee as jammer there. You're joining us in Jam 6. Creme Brulee versus Nomad up for jammer. We'll see how they're going. Pretty even, and they've called it off. Some points, 1 point on the board. So we've got 7 to Light City Derby to 4 for Crash. Sorry for the technical delay to begin with there. We're just having some start of the tournament wrinkles. Should be all smooth sailing from here. We've got Plague Baron as jammer for the Crash, getting stuck behind that wall there. And 101, Spoons for Light City Derby, getting through for lead jammer. We've got a penalty now. We've got 2 blockers in the Deadly Sports penalty box. Got 601, Blackburn for Light City. It for the Incredibles, starting the jam off in the box, in the Deadly penalty box. Leaving a little bit of a light derby for this jam. Starting off, 3 blockers on the track each. Always makes for a good start. Got Glam versus Phantom again. We've got Phantom through easily to take lead. Breaking through again for another beautiful pass, nice and easy. Got 13 for the Sabers and 8 for the Incredibles. We'll just run through who we've got there. We've got for Crash, we've got Gin Pregnable, Penny Dreadful, Scarlet Fox, Captain Snagtastic, Doctor, Power Tool, Wanda Maximoff, Crayon Glam, Creme Brulee, Theme Brutal, Biffy the Jammer Slayer, Fangit, Gyro Gear Loose, and Plague Baron for the Crash. Creme Brulee up for the Incredibles with Nomad, with Light City for the Sabers. Ooh, and Creme Brulee is headed to the Deadly Sports Plus penalty box, which means we now go to a full jam of 2 minutes. Nomad collecting 8 points there already. Extending the Sabres lead. Still early in the game though, still everybody's waking up. Thankfully it's not too hot already. It's a nice 12-point jam so far for Nomad. Creme Brulee still stuck in the Deadly Sports Plus penalty box. Back on track now. Going to be joined in a moment by Jam Pregnable, heading back on track with an empty penalty box. Creme Brulee hitting that wall, deciding to go for a little bit of a jammer-on-jammer offense there before breaking out through the top of the pack. Nomad stuck behind that Gem Pregnable and Captain Snagtastic. Super fast Jellyfish sitting in the Deadly Sports Plus penalty box. It's a beautiful 20-point jam for Nomad. Nothing to be sneezed at, working some really great cardio there. jam earns, and it's a 22-point jam for Nomad. All right, we've got Doctor and Spoons up for jammers. Oh, and beautifully through for the crash there. Doctor taking lead jammer. A good half a track in front of Spoons. The crash making some nice offense, although the Doctor getting held up by the crash pack there. But scoots on through, getting the signal from the bench, to continue going. Oh, Spoons actually had lead. Sorry, my bad. It's still early, people. Still early. But the crash came away with 4 points to Light City's 3 points. Got Plague Baron versus Phantom for Jammer now, going into Jam 10. Still anybody's game. Oh, bit of a cluster there with some lovely offense and some beautiful defense work there going. Oh, and Jim hitting out to Phantom, not quite getting a knockdown. Nice little spin there, nice recovery. I think for a moment the crash jammer thought that they may have gotten lead, but Light City actually got lead. Phantom. So Plague will have to go through. The Incredibles jammer, Plague headed to the Deadly Sports Plus penalty box, sitting for 30 seconds. Not a super high penalty game so far. We'll just check those. No real penalties for the crash, and they have not been updated as yet, or that's not coming through, but that's okay. Some nice stats there. 22 making a beautiful effort with their 22-point jam, hitting it quite nicely ahead. Here we go, Nomad up again for the orange team. Nomad and Spoons seem to be on the same rotation, nicely matched up. Nomad deciding to call it off with 4 points there. Just taking it easy for the first game of the tournament. Got many, many, many more games to come. So it's going to be a fantastic weekend. It's going to be a long weekend. So just preserving for the win is a smart way to go for the first game. We've got Glam up for Crash and Spoons up again for Light City. Glam through for lead jammer quite nicely. Spoon still working on that Incredibles wall. The beautiful pairing there with Wanda and sorry, I missed that blocker. I think that was no, not sure. we got Creme Brulee up for the Incredibles versus Phantom for the Sabers. Creme Brulee there just bouldering on through with a beautiful hit there. Through for lead Jammer, followed closely by Phantom. About half a track between them now. Creme Brulee coming up, using some nice offense, pushing the whole pack there through. Just to sneak on through and to call it off. 4 points to 2. Creme Brulee just closing that, inching through, which is often the best way to go. We've got many more jams to go in this bout, so just edging that, closing that gap little by little. Only got to win by 1 point. Oh, beautifully through there on the inside. 4:04 for the Incredibles. Doctor versus Nomad for Jammer. Calls it off. 4 points for Doctor. Just inching that closed. Bit of a shout out to our officials on the track today. We've got our head NSO Muggles. We've got jam timing. We've got Just Add Slaughter. Sorry, the list I've got is not necessarily readable sometimes. We've got Snacktopus, Killer Hertz, Ginger Snap, E-Lip Griff, Jackie Oh No, Pins and Needles. And our head ref is Murderface, sadly not wearing the Murderface today. Got Slack Aerials, Meshy, Candy Striper. We've got Corey, Gary, and Jen Payne. Scooting there on the outside. Also like to give a nice little shout out to our first aid people. Thank you. We love you. Deadly Sports Plus. Not only sponsoring our penalty box today, but also providing our first aid. Can't play without the first aid. Always hope to not need them, but we definitely love them when they're there. Come to quick assistance. Glam through for lead Jammer for Crash. Spoons now through for Jammer for Light City. Glam getting the instructions to carry on through. 416 headed to the deadly penalty box. Fang it, sitting there for 30 seconds, thinking about what they've done. See if the penalties have been up. No, they haven't. That's okay. We'll get that sorted. We'll be able to look at those stats as we go through, hopefully. Oh, and beautifully through. Phantom getting lead there, getting a little bit of a little hit around by Jim Pregnable there at the end. Phantom coming through on the outside, sneaking through and calling it off for a beautiful 4 points. Light City, 60 points to Crash the Incredibles, 33 points. Nomad for the Sabers up again versus the Doctor. The Doctor's through for Lee Jammer, followed closely by Nomad. Nice clustering of the pack there. Didn't really get passed out of the between the pivot line and the jammer line there. We're not doing a lot of laps this game. It's a very slow moving pack, which is always appreciated, especially first thing in the morning. You don't want to be starting your first game off with high intensity cardio. Got Glam Up for Crash again versus Spoon, Spoon, Spoons. We're halfway through Jam 1, got 10 minutes to go. Well, 3/4 of the way through, sorry, the first half. It's looking quite good. Ooh, and we've got a star pass. Passing it off to Power Tool for the Incredibles. Spoon still fighting it through. Ooh. 519 heading to the deadly penalty box. Power Tool sitting as jammer. And as lead was still available to get, so lead has gone to Spoons. For their first scoring pass, they've got 4 points and a nice power jam. They'll be looking for some helpful offense, I think, from their team, but they've decided to hang back and let him do his thing, which is always good. Creme Brulee and Phantom up again. Phantom gets through nicely, just up on those toe stops, breaking through easily, followed quickly by Creme Brulee. Light City getting the goat there for Fangit, just holding back, hoping to help out Creme Brulee. But breaks on through. Creme Brulee not needing the assistance. Nice short jams coming through. Already 20 jams in. So nice sharp and short jams, keeping it low, just edging forward for the Sabers there. That'll be their strategy, just edge little by little forward. With the Incredibles, we'll try to obviously edge that gap. Close it little by little, but I have to say, Light City's jammers are having a really good day with Nomad, doing some excellent work. Scooting on through. Got Biffy headed to the Deadly Sports Plus penalty box there, leaving a bit of a hole in the wall for the Incredibles. They'll see if if Nomad will take advantage of. Yes, and they have. They've called it off, scored some points, and they've trapped Biffy in the penalty box, giving them a bit of a start advantage. Crash sending out Serial, Panic, Bobcat and Ant. Unfortunately, I can't read the names of the Crash team, the wall that's out there, but Spoons is up again versus Plague. Spoons pushing through there, taking on Ant one-on-one, scoots on through the inside, but I'm pretty sure that Spoons got through yes, and Spoons is through for lead jammer, deciding to, instead of chasing down, they released their jammer from the box and called it off. And a team timeout has been called for the Incredibles. All right, so we'll just run through now the roster. The roster for Light City. We've got Nomad, Bobcat, Serial, Dr. Zappy, Blackburn, Spoons, Superfast Jellyfish, Phantom Panic, and Fury Rosa. Fury Rosa joining the Light City Derby for this tournament, stemming from WA, formerly PRD, formerly plays for Ward and the Perth Men's Roller Derby as well. And we're back live now, getting underway. We've got Creme Brulee, up against Phantom. Phantom taking the lead. Creme Brulee getting through nice and easy. I say easy, it's not easy, but nice and quickly, I should say. Phantom scoring those points and calling it off. It's definitely an excellent strategy that's working for Light City today. Get lead, score points, call it off nicely. With 89 points to 39. Light City having an excellent first game of the tournament. Ooh, a nice quick jam, this one. We've got Plague versus Nomad. Oh, almost doing a whole 2 laps there before we got 2 points, called it off. Just having a look at those penalties, not quite updating as yet, but we'll see if we can't work that out for you. Hasn't been a particularly heavy penalty game, which is, desirable, of course. Means everybody's playing safe, playing well. Spoons, getting through for lead there. Glam having a bit of trouble with the Light City wall there. Ooh, and a cut for Spoons. Didn't hear. We'll have to be reminded again. That was a long wait. It's a very generous ref there. Again, didn't hear. We'll most likely get an insubordination for that third reminder. Oh, actually that was Jim Pregnable. Who got that penalty? That was... That's why the jammer didn't leave the track. Jim Pregnable got the cut there. So that's a little... Okay, nice little picadillo conundrum there. We'll move right along. Having a little track maintenance there. Corey pulling double duty, laying the track, mending the track, reffing. Actually, I think it's like quadruple duty. Reffing, commentating, playing, and track maintenance. Putting their incredible skills to good use. All right, we've got Crime Brulee and Phantom up for jam, and they're both through quickly, but Phantom just a smidge ahead of Crime Brulee, but Crime Brulee's right on their tail, having a little jam on jam action. Phantom deciding to call it off instead of chasing down the pack, preserving the energy, always a smart choice. Got a long weekend ahead, which a lot of players are also reffing, and some are playing and commentating, some are playing and NSOing. So it's an all hands on deck here. Unfortunately, we're missing our Brisbane, couple of our Brisbane. Well, we're missing our Brisbane teams because they got held up behind Alfred. But so we're down a few officials, we're down a few refs, down some teams, but the organisation have reshuffled and come up with a beautiful solution so everybody can still have a great tournament, and a few leagues getting some extra games in, which will be... It'll be good. It's sad to miss Brisbane, but what can you do when there's a cyclone, really, except enjoy the weather and hope your roof stays intact? Alrighty, we've got 45 seconds to go. This will probably be the last jam of the half. Jam 27. We've had quite a few good starts. Light City on 96. See if they can't break 100 for the first half. That'll be that'll give them a good boost into the second. Spoons up now versus Glam. They've got a nice pairing. Spoons through for the lead with some beautiful offense from Serial, but Glam breaking through that pack. Oh, and a nice backwards on the outside. And down, but everybody's up. 4 points, that's 100 points. 100 points for Light City going into intermission. So we will be back in 15 minutes with the Incredibles on 44 and the Light City Sabers on 100. And we're back. Got 42 seconds, well, less than, to the start of the second half. Light City leading on 100. Crash following up on 44. They'll be keen to close that gap and hopefully take the win. But we'll see. We've got some great skaters on both teams. Light City coming to us from Adelaide. They're the only mixed derby league in Adelaide, with Fury Rosa joining them obviously from the west. We've got the Incredibles. I'm not actually sure where they come from. I will find out. But we've got Glam for the Incredibles, jamming the first jam. She's actually trying out for Team Philippines for Worlds, so we wish her luck for that. And although I'm sure she'll work it out, she's heading to the deadly penalty box. Now follow on from the last jam of the last session. Gyro gear loose. Got a double penalty. So started in the box, got a back block, and then it was updated. It was just a little bit a bit bargy, so that's all right. They've set their penalty now, and they have been released. Interesting facts about the Incredibles is they've got 3 Team Australia juniors out there helping them. We've got Fangit, Plague, and Penny Dreadful representing Australia. It's always excellent to see our juniors holding their own against wind. Sorry. The Incredibles also with Jim Pregnable for Team Australia last year, represented Australia. Oh, spoon. Oh no. Sorry, that is not Spoons. That is Plague Baron for Crash. One of the juniors on the Team Australia up against Nomad. Got Fury Rosa heading to the Deadly penalty box, the Deadly Sports Plus penalty box, sorry I should say. All right, we've got Crime Brulee and Spoons back up. A beautiful pairing for these jammers. Got Crime Brulee just fighting it out for lead jammer there at the front, getting through, signalling to the bench that they are good to keep going. Spoons coming around. Fangit headed to the Sports Plus penalty box. You know, for a junior, they are really quite tall. Spoons and the doctor there fighting it out. Getting through, some lovely footwork showed by Spoons. Crime Brulee getting a little bit stuck in that pack, going down. The doctor scooting through for 2 points. Saber holding their lead there. Oh, and Glam getting through, but getting called by a cut for the outside ref there, Corey, headed to the Deadly Sports Plus penalty box. Some two penalties in a row for Glam. Hopefully it won't continue to a spiral, but obviously she wants to win, which I commend. I love that attitude. Got to do it cleanly. All right, Nomad up for Light City. Glam still in the, but just now released by the penalty box. Nomad getting lead. Glam taking the star off, waiting for their pivot. Power Tool to join them on the track potentially, and they've gone for a star pass. Power Tool taking the panny, getting through nicely, taking advantage of that misdirection there. Hopefully, oh yeah, and Nomad has called it off, but Power Tool making speedy work of that track. Jams on. Plague Baron with Spoons, Spoons, Spoons. Biffy headed to the Deadly Sports Plus penalty box. Spoons, Spoons, Spoons. Got lead, called it off. I would have trapped my biggest blocker in the bin there, but of course Spoons is on the other track, so oh my god, words are not wording. So sorry people, so sorry. All right, Phantom's got the lead now. Lead jammer with Crime Brulee coming up, having a little bit of a jostle with the Convict City. Calling it off there before points can be scored. Nomad and the Doctor up now. Nomad getting through easily on that inside. some beautiful steppage. Ooh, the Doctor with a little apex jumpy. Ooh. Nomad calling it off. Alrighty, we've got Plague and Spoons up again, calling it off. 4 points. Oh, 3 points. 3 points to green for the Incredibles. Phantom and Crime Brulee up for Jammer now. Phantom getting through, making their initial pass with Crime Brulee still to make their initial pass. Phantom is through for their first point scoring pass. Some beautiful blocking there by Dr. Zappy and Serial. Little track maintenance there. The team timeout. So I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of this track maintenance through the weekend. Got Glam and Nomad up for Jammer again. Ooh, Glam going for a little jammer on jammer action. Unfortunately, Nomad takes that pressure to break on through, but Glam is quickly behind. They are both through at their initial pass. Nomad getting through, getting the points. And and calling it off because Glam is down. We're just going to take a minute and we'll be right back. Nope. And she's up. She's back onto the bench. That was a bit of a hard fall there. She'll get checked out by the first aid people. They've already made their way over to the bench. Have to just be a little cautious, double check, just because the jam was called off because she was down. She'll sit for the next 3 jams, and then if she's able to, she'll take the track again. But it doesn't look like she's receiving any first aid, so she'll just sit the three jams, and then she'll be back on track. Oh, and spoons through beautifully, followed by Plague. Oh, calls it off from the floor, gets the 4 points. Nicely done there. Both teams looking in good spirits. Now the points do show that Light City have almost over double the points for the Incredibles. However, watching it doesn't seem too mismatched. I think it comes down to strategy for Light City. They're just 1 or 2 passes each lead jam that they get, just to edge that lead a little bit more. And obviously Crime Brulee working beautifully for the Incredibles there, scoring quite a few of their points. But Phantom quickly on their tail, so Creme Brulee giving a little dance there for the folks at home. I hope you enjoy. Love a bit of entertainment from the skaters. Little jammer on jammer action. Love that. Oh, almost ate the baby. Bit of a missed opportunity for the Incredibles there. Could have totally recycled Phantom then. I'm not sure that they were fully prepared for Crime's manoeuvre then, but that's right. You always got to look out and think quickly, which it's not always easy to do when you're in the middle of thinking about something else. Phantom through for an extra pass with Crime calling it off. So that's 8 points for the Incredibles and 12 points for Light City. No, it's 12-12, so it was an even scoring jam, which for 4 laps each, you really want to make those 4 laps count. Not that they didn't count, they did count. Everyone was tried their best, but if everybody gets 12 points each, then anywho, Light City jammer, Nomad through with Plague Baron quickly behind. Plague is a bit of a jammer on jammer. Yep, going for the call off. Nice strategy there. $160 to $71, Light City. halfway through the second half, sorry. Jam 15. Spoons. And the Doctor up for Jammer. We've got Bobcat headed to the deadly penalty bin. We've got Fury Rosa in the penalty bin for Light City. We've got the Incredibles pivot returning to track. Phantom and Crime Brulee out for their jammers again. They're having quite high rotations, these two jammers. They're both having quite a bit of success today, so it's nicely matched up, those two. But Crime Brulee getting through there, almost stopped by Dr. Zappy. Nomad having a little bit of Phantom having a little bit of a struggle on that Incredibles wall. Just a nice bit of recycling there. Creme Brulee just pushing their way through there. Phantom looking like they've had a bit of a hard game already. Feeling that second half. It's not an easy wall to get through, though they've had quite a bit of success. Creme Brulee having a little a stall moment there at the back before calling it off. A little booty shake there for the folks at home. Oh, beautifully. Oh, that was good. Nomad out through for lead jammer on the outside there with the Doctor coming through on the inside to try and disrupt that. But Nomad got through with Plague Baron through now. Nomad will probably just let them skate. Yep, right up to the back of the pack and then calling it off. Just to push that little bit of used cardio. All right. 2/3 into the second half. We've got Creme Brulee and Spoons up. Light City on 175. A Crash on 81. With 10 minutes to go, it's highly likely that Light City will break the 200 mark. But it'll be good to see if we can't get Crash also to break the 100 mark. Ooh, Spoons headed to the Deadly Plus Sports Plus penalty box. That gives Crime Brulee a nice power jam, which should mean that the incredible blockers go in for an all offense for 30 seconds. Doesn't always work out that way. As a jammer, I find that very irritating. Got 30 seconds to do nothing but assist your jammer. Should try and contain and sweep. No, and an attempted call off there for Crime Brulee, forgetting that they are not lead jammer. But no, play is continuing. Spoons back out of the penalty box, and they scoot around on the outside backwards to get their first 4 points. Crime Brulee having quite a bit of struggle there with 4-3-5 panic, and 601 Blackburn doing a beautiful combo of defense there. Crime Brulee headed to the Deadly Sports Plus penalty box. We thank you for your first aid and for your sponsorship of the penalty box. Not that we like to spend much time in the penalty box, but when we do, we like it to be a Deadly Sports Plus penalty box. Spoons through there, a little toe stop work, always good to see. Pulling it off. 81 to 185. For the Sabers, that was a nice 10-point jam. Bit of a low-scoring jam, considering it went for 2 minutes, but unfortunately both jammers went to spend time in the Deadly Sports Plus penalty box. And we've got an official timeout. Just having a bit of a scoreboard update, so double checking those points there. That was a 16-point jam for the Sabers. Spoons did a beautiful job. And we'll see if that remains 16 points. Maybe the Incredibles, actually, I believe that Crime Brulee should have been awarded some points, because she definitely did a few passes before going to the penalty box. So she's still sitting in the penalty box, so there was a considerable amount of time that she was out there. Although after a while, each jam does seem to blend a little together, and you can't remember from one from the other, but I'm pretty sure that they did do quite a few passes. At least 4 points. At least one good pass. But we'll see. This is a moment where we need some elevator music, or someone else to banter with. Alrighty, and we're back. We're just updating the time clock. That'll come up in a second when it resets. We've got creme brulee and crime brulee. I have to do it every time. I'm so sorry. Crime brulee and Phantom up for Jammer. Phantom and I believe that's Jim Pregnable fighting it out at the front there. Phantom out on the inside with Crime Brulee back on the track. Getting stopped by Dr. Zappi there and hit out to the inside. Ooh, and some pullback of a whole half a track almost there for Phantom. Crime Brulee, is through, but we have someone down on the inside. We'll be right back. We're call that off for safety reasons. First aid is now attending to the skater. It was potentially just a bit of a high block there. Of course, we've got the no blood rule, so sometimes you get hit. It's never good to be hit in the face, but all right, Captain. That was Captain Snagtastic there that went down. They have got up and they are back on their bench being attended to by first aid. So we'll give you an update. Potentially a bit of a blood nose it looks like from here. So hopefully they'll be right, and then they can still skate for the rest of the weekend. But they seem in good spirits. Nomad and Plague Baron up again. Plague getting through nicely there. Nomad getting a bit of a whip off Panic. Calling it off for 2 points. Now we've got the time clock all sorted out with just over 5 minutes to go. Light City will definitely be making a run at that 200 points. Crash still got time to make up make it to 100. 2 or 3 impressive jams and it's definitely doable. And making a start on that would be the Doctor through for lead, but Spoons taken out at the front there. Thankfully they didn't have to be dragged back. Jim Pregnable going out of bounds there, so and Crash call it off. Only 13 more points needed for to hit that 100. Very doable in the next 3 jams. Crash have sent in Glam to see what she can do about that point situation. But the Sabers have sent in Phantom to see what he can do about the situation. Not going to make it easy, and Phantom is through on the outside, taking advantage of the crush pack being literally crushed by the Light City pack. Glam is through. The crash wall now speeding up the pack. Phantom calling it off. Getting the 2 points and calling it off. Crime Brulee out for the Incredibles now. Crime Brulee and Nomad out there. Crime Brulee pushing through, and Nomad is through, followed very closely by Crime Brulee. A little jammer on jammer action. Oh, I love a bit of a reverse skate, get a bit of a psych, but Nomad decided to call it off. No points each. All right, Plague Baron and Spoons. Up again, nicely matched. Plague making a beautiful lead. Ooh, Jim Pregnable headed to the Deadly Sports penalty box. Plague going for their scoring pass, followed closely by Spoons. Spoons has broken the 200 for the Sabers, but Plague Baron is making a run at that 100. Ooh, hits that wall, gets a little stuck. Gotta throw a Marilyn or a Taylor out there. Ooh. And Serial's down on the inside, got a bit of a knock. 99 points for the Incredibles to 209 for the Sabers. It's nicely done by Plague Baron. Nice 12-point jam. Glam and Phantom up again. This will most likely be the last jam of the game. So Glam will be definitely keen to break that 100. Phantom is not going to make that easy, and neither will that wall. That is a strong Light City wall out there. Oh, a little bit of a shovey out there. Phantom pulling it off. And Crash calling for a timeout. We're having a team timeout. Will they get another jam? Hopefully they can get another jam so they can break that 100. Not that it matters at this stage in the game, but it does do great things for your psyche for the rest of the tournament. You don't have to win the whole bout to get good wins. As long as you've hit what your team has aimed to achieve, then a win can be found in anything. It's always a silver lining. We'll just take this moment to look here. We've got some good stats there, and we are going for one more. We are going for one more jam. So Crime Brulee headed out for the Incredibles. Nomad for Light City. Oh, and a beautiful apex jump from Crime Relay. That was so good. And they're through. They're through for their lead. They will get their 100. They will make the 100 for the team. That was so beautiful. And they've done it. They've got the 100. They've passed at least one skater. It'll be awarded as soon as they've made it out through the engagement zone. But Nomad being held up there, and they're there. 4 points. They've done it. They're making 100. Ending on a beautiful high note there. A little jammer on jammer action. Had an apex jump, 100 breach, jammer on jammer. It's been an excellent last jam for this bout. So good to see that both teams are in good spirits and really enjoying playing each other. Often when you see a large points differential like this, it can get a bit ugly, but it's good to see everybody still in good spirits. Crime Brulee holding out there, just having a little hey girl moment. And that's it. It is called off. A beautiful 107 to 220. A really great first bout. It's a really great way to start the tournament. And I'm sure we will be back for another game. I'm Rebecca the Wrecker, and I thank you for joining with me.